Intraocular Implant and Refractive Society for very confident நடந்தது 2 நாள். This was inaugurated by our Honourable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. In the conference, 4,000 delegates registered another from all over the country. Namukita doctors irukku from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. அப்புறம் இன்டர்நேஷனல் அர்ஜென்டினா, USA, கனடா எல்லா பேர்ல இருந்து டாக்டர்ஸ் இங்க வருது. நம்ம இங்க என்ன டீச் பண்றது? லேட்டஸ்ட் டெக்னிக்ஸ் ஒரே பத்தி கேட்ராக்ட் பத்தி பண்றாங்க. செகண்ட், லேட்டஸ்ட் டெக்னிக்ஸ் ஆஃப் லேசர் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட். யார் கிட்ட பவர் இருக்கு, பவர் -10 நம்ம 0 பண்ணலாம். பட் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், இப்போ நம்ம கிட்ட புது டெக்னிக், அதுக்காக நான் சொல்றேன் அதை பத்தி. இதை நம்ம சொல்றது பின் ஹோல் surgery or pinhole pupiloplasty. இதுல என்ன அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கு? யார் கிட்ட கண்தானம் ஐ டிரான்ஸ்பிளான்டேஷன் பண்ணோம், somebody is totally blind because of corneal disease, நம்ம pinhole மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டு immediately patient க்கு தெரியுது. In the country and world, patients are waiting with keratoconus. இந்த front window எப்படி இருக்கு? நம்ம கோதைக்கல் மாதிரி இருக்கு. இத எல்லா பேஷண்ட் டிரான்ஸ்பிளான்ட் பண்ணணும். யார் குழந்தைக்கு அடிபட்டுச்சு, கட் இருக்கு கார்னியலே, டிரான்ஸ்பிளான்ட் பண்ணணும். All these people we can avoid transplantation by doing pinhole surgery. இத சொல்றது PPP or pinhole pupiloplasty. நம்ம பக்கத்துல எங்க இருக்கு? டாக்டர் ப்ரொஃபசர் பிரசிடென்ட் Titiyal, president of the IIRSI. And here left to me, I have Dr. George from Canada. Also, all the people behind you can see here are the leading eye doctors from India and abroad of the Implant Society. The doctors are like to teach people various techniques and how to improve. நம்ம பாருங்க, வேர்ல்ட்ல 2 to 6 crore blind இருக்கு கண்தானம் வேணும். Every year this number will increase every year, 2 to 6 crore. Otherwise 20 million to 60 million are waiting for donor corneas. Think பண்ணுங்க, you cannot get that number. And if you can get a better treatment, that is what we are trying to educate all. I like to thank everyone from the media for this.
It is really an odd thing, you must have understood. All those who are sitting here and here, they have a prefix called doctor, and I don't have that. Because you have learned something, you are a doctor. I am coming from Goa, and in Goa we always call a learned person as a doctor. He is a doctor. Normally one who is an advocate, who practices himself in high level advocate, we call him doctor, Dotor in our language, and doctor. So you all are learned people and you are doctors. In your field you are masters. And before you, a person who doesn't understand, as I said, even how to write ophthalmology or even for that matter other terms in medical terms, medical therapy or education, he is trying to give you a lecture. See how fallacy is this, irony is this. But still I have been called here. I am very happy to inaugurate this. You will be deliberating on different subjects regarding ophthalmology. What are the innovations? What are the innovations? What had been happening in the past? What is happening today? How should we will be facing the problems, challenges in future? All these things will be discussed by you. And you have to be there physically. Though today's whole era itself is digitized or robotized, everything is there, and far away from your particular location you can diagnose many people through the process, through the technology, still you have to be there somewhere. Many a times if you are not even physically present there, sentimentally, emotionally or mentally you have to be there. If you are not there, then you will not be able to diagnose it properly. You will not be able to understand the problem the patient has, the person has. You have to be there mentally also. So that is what we need. Nowadays we talk about AI and everything. All these technologies are here to serve the humanity. They are not masters of us. They cannot be masters, should not be also. If they try to be, we should not make them masters. We should not be their slaves. We have to be masters of all the technologies, all the processes. Just now Dr. Agarwal was showing me how the retina therapy, where the transplant of an eye is required, by a process of simple pinhole, of course, and that is something else is to be needed to be done. But because of you don't require a transplant, that is what he was trying to tell me. If that revolution comes to this, your particular field of medicine, I think that will be a great help to mankind. That is what exactly we want. Everything that is being done is in the interest of the mankind, in the interest of the humanity. Why are we here? Just to not make, say, please don't misunderstand me, but we are not here to make money. You have not gathered from all parts of our country and abroad, from other parts of the world, to just come here, learn what are the other means of making money. Not at all, not at all, not an iota of it. You have come here to understand what are the developments in this particular field of medicine. What is to be done next, how it is to be done next, how it will be benefiting the people, the humanity, the mankind. That is the reason why you have come here to exchange your ideas, your innovations, your procedures. So all that you have come here all the way to just discuss that, exchange that, understand and learn. That is the greatness of all of you here. And it is nobody else's job. It is only you can do it. Only you can do it. Because for a human, such all practices, medical practices to be alive, we have to have all such practices within our reach. And that is what you are trying to make available. You have done this. Ultimately what we need not money to survive. We need some sort of humanity to survive. And that human touch has to be always there when we practice, when we go further for a procedure. If we do not have that human touch, all that we are doing today will be of no use. We have talent, we have knowledge, we have all professionalism. Without human touch, it will be of no use. I was governor prior to be here. I was governor in Himachal Pradesh. After that I became as a governor to Bihar in our state, then to Kerala and now here. But my first assignment was in Himachal Pradesh. I was just moving for a function from Shimla to, there is a place called Solan in Himachal Pradesh. And for a function I was traveling along with my people, along with my ADC and all those. It was about 2 or 3 hours drive from Shimla. And as we were traveling, we got bored also. though Shimla and Himachal Pradesh is a very scenic and beautiful region, all the hills, all the snowfall and everything is there. But still after some time you get bored of all such things. So we were traveling, suddenly my ADC asked me one question. He asked me, sir, shall I ask you one question? I said, yes, boliye, puchiye mujhe, ask me, whatever, because I wanted some change in the atmosphere. So he asked me one question. The question was very simple. Sir, how to be a good politician? I was taken aback. I am not a politician. You must have remembered that in my earlier assignment and earlier stints, I was a politician, no doubt about it, from Goa. I was a politician, but I left everything. But he suddenly asked me, sir, how to be a good politician? I had that instinct of being a politician of my earlier stages, so I could recover myself. Politicians have that ability. In any situation, they recover immediately. So I had that inheritance. So I could recover myself. And I asked him again, I put him in a fix. I asked him, you are an IPS officer. How to be a good IPS officer? How to be a good IAS officer? How to be a good lawyer? How to be a good doctor? How to be a good judge, justice? How to be a good politician, a minister? He was confused now. So he was looking at me, sir, I did not understand your question. I said, I'll tell you. There is nothing called good politician. Because nowadays, as we, particularly in our country also, it is very unfortunate, good and politicians, these two words are just opposite words. Is there any politician here? Please forgive me. Not yet. I am relieved. Okay. But there is nothing called good politician. There is nothing called good IPS officer. There is nothing called good IAS officer, nothing called good doctor, nothing called good chartered accountant, nothing called good lawyer, nothing called good judge. To be a good judge, to be a good lawyer, to be a good doctor, or to be a good IPS officer or an IAS officer, you have to be basically a good human being. Only then you can become a good something. At heart you have to be good. If you are a good person, if you are a good human being, you can be good anything. You can be a good doctor, you can be a good politician, you can be a good lawyer, you can be a good judge, you can be a good IPS officer also. We all have to be there, good at heart. Whatever knowledge, whatever expertise, whatever talent I have, it is in the interest of that person, that person, humankind or human being, in his interest that I am working for or getting more and more knowledge every time. My renovations, my experiments are in his interest.